From UFOs to psychic powers and government conspiracies, history is riddled with unexplained events. You can turn back now, or learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. For years, many experts argued that psychopathy was little more than a mythical construction. Today, it's commonly accepted that psychopaths are real, yet widely misunderstood. Despite their numerous depictions in mass media, most psychopaths aren't out raving for blood in the streets. They aren't necessarily chasing people with chainsaws or dressing in drag to stab someone in a motel shower. Instead, according to the journal Legal and Criminological Psychology, these individuals have defining traits such as profound selfishness, a lack of emotion, and little to no conscience. Additionally, many are known to be cunning and more manipulative than the average person. Studies indicate they make up an average of 1% of the global population, which on the surface sounds incredibly rare. If, for example, the global population in mid-2016 is 7.4 billion, then the world would have 74 million psychopaths. Your chances of meeting one may seem laughably remote, right? Here's where it gets crazy. Not only may your chances of meeting a psychopath be much higher than you'd originally guess, but you may well have already met a psychopath and simply never noticed. Your coworker, roommate, sibling, or even romantic partner, if a psychopath, has spent years training his or herself to disguise this behavior. Because the distribution of psychopaths across the globe is not equal, some environments will find a larger concentration of people with this particular mental illness. For instance, if you have ever been to jail or prison, your chances of having encountered one of these individuals is significantly higher. In his book Without Conscience, The Disturbing World of the Psychopaths Among Us, author Robert Hare estimates that about 20% of the inmate population satisfies his definition of a psychopath. Hare additionally claims these individuals are responsible for over half of all violent crime. Psychopaths aren't just relegated behind prison bars. As mentioned in our earlier video, psychopaths are also much more common in the upper ranks of the corporate world, investment banking, and, unfortunately, politics. The military is also aware of the possible advantages the psychopathic brain may bring to the battlefield, particularly with Major David S. Pearson's article, Natural Killers Turning the Tide of Battle, wherein he explores the usefulness of soldiers who feel little to no remorse and enjoy combat. This is not to say, of course, that every high-level executive, politician, banker, or so on is a psychopath, but your chances of having met one are much more significant if you work in these fields. And odds are, that's something the psychopaths don't want you to know. Learn more about the nature of psychopathy and your odds of meeting a psychopath in our audio episode, available wherever you find your podcast.